Hello there, welcome to my channel. Today's video is a speed build and thank you to anyone who voted on the poll for this build. I had a couple of choices and the arcade slash skating rink was the one that won. So today is going to be a retro roller rink. I didn't specify that it would be retro in the poll, but I kind of just had the idea as I was building it. So yeah, I have a story behind this build. So it's kind of like, this is for like a small town maybe, or it's like a really old building, and this skating rink has been here for so long and they're starting to lose customers because there's other exciting things to do, or not many people are going to going skating, like rollerblading, or like the small arcade area anymore. So they kind of amp up the building and they have more things to do and they slightly modernize it, but it still has the retro feel, and that's kind of what I wanted to do with this, so I had fun doing it. Now I'm just going to talk a little bit about what I'm doing in the build. So I'll just say here, I don't know if you can hear them, I'm a little stressed thinking about it. Doing the floor elevation sheet can be so frustrating sometimes. The building in The Sims 3 is so difficult. I don't know, it's just, I had to redo the floor elevation for the roof about 3 times because I keep forgetting that when you do a foundation inside of a building and you use that cheat, it messes with the roof, and I had like 3 layers of roof on top for the front part where the sign is, and I really want to keep that there for the design of the building, so I had to keep redoing it, so I just left it for the end after that. So if you see like where I have different jump cuts, I do apologize. I cut out a lot of the stuff that I did. Some of it I forgot to record because I was like so engrossed in trying to get what I wanted done, or to try to get the look I wanted with the building, that I forgot to hit record in some parts because I had to like kind of cut the video and then go back into it, and so I apologize for that, but you get the gist of it, which I think is fine. You don't want a speed build to be too long anyway. And I go for the color scheme. I kind of find the color scheme slightly based off of the sign on the building. I really like the sign that came with the University Life expansion. I was kind of playing around with the different signs that they had, but some of them were for specific buildings like gyms and things like that. So I went with the like neon green, orange, and bluish one, and I felt like I kind of went with it. I felt like it kind of fit the vibe of maybe an arcade or something like that. So I kind of try to stick to the color scheme, at least on the exterior with that color. And the interior, I more so kind of do it based off of the carpet that I do. I was looking up a lot of different photos for old, not really old, but retro styled or 80s and 90s styled roller rinks specifically, like not arcades, but like a skating rink. And a lot of them had this really like loud, vibrant sort of wallpaper and carpet, but the wallpaper would be carpet texture or something like that. So I tried to emulate that, but I didn't want it to be completely covering the wall of this building inside, so I went for half of the wallpaper. So that's why I kind of get it to sort of meld in with the carpet, because that's what it seemed that a lot of these older styled skating rinks do, or that what they did. I don't know if they still do that style in many places, but it was interesting. I can't remember because I haven't been to a roller rink in so long. I've been to an arcade slightly recently in the past couple of months, but I honestly can't remember what it looked like, and they're a bit more modernized now, arcades. They don't really have the retro vibe, unless the building was there for a very long time and they haven't renovated, then you don't really get that sort of retro style in those type of brick and mortar style buildings like that anymore. So yeah, I don't know. I had fun building it though, with the frustrations put aside. And thanks again to anyone who voted. I'm kind of glad I got to build this one. Now for the poll that I did on my channel, for anyone who voted for the other 2 buildings that weren't this roller rink, don't worry, I'm probably going to build those anyway. I most definitely have an idea for the sort of market thing that I mentioned in the poll as an option, but since the roller rink was the one that got the most votes, I decided to do the speed build for that first, of course, because more people wanted it. But I am interested in doing the market as well. The pool, possibly. I would probably have to get a lot of inspiration for it, because I'd like to get inspiration photos for some type of commercial lots, especially if I haven't been to that type of commercial lot in a very long time in real life. So we'll see how that one goes. But yeah, I definitely want to do other types of buildings. I want to kind of venture outside of the residential building and sort of do more commercial lots for The Sims 3, because I don't do those as often, especially for speed builds. I have done a couple on my channel if you want to check them out. I have some, like I had a restaurant I did, and I did one other one, I think. Yeah, I did a wedding venue. That was the most recent, I think. That one I really, really loved. That one was one of my favorite builds. I felt like it was so pretty. I just really liked it. But yeah, for this build, as per usual, I will have a slideshow with photos at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. I kind of tried to get photos of every single like nook and cranny like in this building, except for the bathrooms, because again, they're just bathrooms. You do see them when I'm in the build, like you can see it from on the kind of blueprint view when I'm building, so they're pretty standard. I think they each have 2 stalls in them and 1 sink because, let's be real, NPC Sims do not wash their hands. They're dirty. They do not wash their hands after they use a public restroom. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. So yeah, it's mostly for the sim that you're playing. But yeah, I had fun doing it, like I said. I think I mentioned already what's in it, but there's a professional bar. The area that's on the, I guess when you enter, if the sim's entering the building on the left side in like that first sort of nook, there is what I'm emulating is supposed to be a register to get prizes, basically. And it's also maybe an area to get some extra drinks that aren't from a bar perspective, like it's for maybe kids or something, but it's really not. It just has like a synthesized drink sort of machine, I think, from Into the Future. I do use Into the Future with this build a bit, by the way. If you don't have that pack, this probably wouldn't be a good build for you because a lot of the lighting and stuff I use to wrap around the building, and some of the design stuff or like the functionality that I use for like the food, like I said, the drink synthesizer and stuff, that is from Into the Future. But yeah, I use a lot of late night. I use, I think, a lot of the 80s, 90s, and I always call it the wrong thing. I start with 80s. This 70s, 80s, and 90s stuff pack, I use a lot from that because that inspired me with the retro side of this build. So you would need that stuff pack most definitely for this build to use it in your world if you want to have everything that comes with it, basically. Yeah, but I do a parking lot as well. I don't fill up, of course, the building with the entirety of this lot, but this lot is a 40 by 40. And also, I didn't mention, it's also being built in the custom world Hilewood, so I could provide a link for that as well. I think this is the there's like an edited version, I think they said it's like a light version where it's a bit bigger. I could probably link both of them. The original's by Nilxis, I think that's how you say their name, but the other one, I forget the creator's name, so I can try to find it and put a link in the description for that as well. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I will have a link to download. I'll have 2 links to download this. I actually now have access to Sim File Share, so you can have the option to download the Sim 3 pack from the Sim 3 Exchange, or if you want the other option, I will have a converted package file version that you can download from Sim File Share. So check out the description of my video, you can download right there. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to hit like on this video, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already. I hope you have a good one and take care. Bye.